Hi, my name is Starkey Sowers, Director of Education for Clark's Nutrition and Natural Foods Market. Today I've got with me Steve Tanneman, right, all the way from California, representing the Montreal, Canada company BioK+. So we're going to be talking about probiotics. And so, let's walk by the probiotic section, Steve, and we're looking at it, and it's like 25 billion, 5 billion, 500 million back in the old days, right? Some live bacteria, some not. So what makes BioK so significant?
Well, the thing is that there is a lot out there. And the thing that to do is there's probably about maybe 4 things you need to know about a probiotic before you pick one.
Okay, so 4 shots.
Okay, 4 shots. So number one, does the strain, in our case, Lactobacillus acidophilus CL1285, does it survive the entire GI tract? Can it go through the bile and the acid and make it all the way? Is it colonizing? Is it having an effect? Is it really doing the job? That's one. The second thing you want to make sure is the strain, does the potency guaranteed? A lot of companies will say they guarantee at manufacturing.
At manufacturing.
We don't know what that means.
Yeah, so now it's been shipped in warehouses.
Who knows?
Right, okay.
Or no guarantee. You must have a guarantee at potency at expiry date.
Okay.
What's the minimum amount? So that's the second. 3, are the strains synergistic? Can they survive with each other?
So hold on, stop. Synergistic, what does that mean? Working with our own bodies, right?
Well, biology 101, bacteria are very competitive. So they try to kill each other. So if you put 14, 10, 5 strains in there, it may not work. The strains have to have been clinically studied that they can work together.
And they work together, and it's working with your human body.
Right. They're human origin strains, 98.6 temperature.
Not the rat strain.
Right. Not the or the plant. Or
okay.
Like that.
All right.
So make sure that they are synergistic proven strain. And the fourth thing, the most important, can they prove it? Do you have clinical studies published in major American and Canadian journals that shows that the product has delivered some sort of health benefit? Because before I put anything in my mouth or my children's mouth, I want to make sure it works.
Make it significant. All right, so let's recap this, Steve. Okay, so 4 thoughts here real quick for everyone that's viewing. First thing is synergy.
Well, actually, the first thing is
survival.
Make sure it's survival.
Okay, survival.
It's surviving and colonizing, not just being transitory, but going through the entire GI tract and multiplying and colonizing its go. Because in order for it to be beneficial, it has to colonize.
All right, so let's take a colonized moment. I mean, I want to kind of maybe develop that. Colonize, so okay, we ingest a product, if it's like a yogurt product or something of that nature, comes in. It doesn't necessarily colonize, does it? As we were talking earlier, as we're hanging out and talking, you're telling me what happens is it gets in there and everyone, hey, yogurt, da-da-da, but it survives only for maybe a few hours, then it rolls through.
Right.
Because of the potency and because of the strain of BioK, what's happening, it's not only surviving, but it's making a neighborhood of good bacteria.
It has to survive and it has to thrive.
All right, so now it's good to have a neighborhood of good bacteria,
right.
But the second thing is you want that bacteria to be a good neighborhood or symbiotic, so to speak, with your human body.
Correct. You need to be synergistic because bacteria is very competitive.
So survival, synergy.
Okay. And then potency guarantee.
Potency guarantee.
Make sure that it's guaranteed at the expiry date. What is the minimum? In our case, we say 50 billion. That's what's going to be there when it expires. It's still good, but there's at least 50 billion cells in there. You're probably taking a lot more with BioK when you're first ingesting it, but we're saying at least 50 billion.
Okay, all right. So then the final thing on this thing is a human bacteria.
Yeah, well, studies. Yeah, it's a human bacteria, and that there's been studies on the finished product, not on borrowed science, not on just the bacteria, but on actual product. In our case, the BioK+, we studied. And we have published studies that are in American and Canadian journals. That's why we're used in hospitals.
Okay, what I want to do then is we'll start developing a little bit on every one of those 4 thoughts.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.